Morning. Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about balance in Muay Thai for counters and defense. Right now, I'm getting my legs, my legs open up. This is called gate walks. Help for turning of the hip. Again, it's a balancing exercise because you're up on one leg. The gloves I have on, they're 7-ounce, like an MMA hybrid glove. They're a little bit extra padding. So here, I'm showing that once you throw the kick, instead of falling back over, you can turn it over to block incoming kicks from your opponent. So if they try to counter you with the kick, you have something in the way. And now I'm showing that you can throw different techniques like teeps, knees, roundhouses, and keep the leg out for a check. So you always got to have the mindset that once you throw an attack, they're going to be firing back. So that's why it's good to keep your balance. Because if you start falling over, you're gonna get hit. If you don't have control over your legs and your balance, you probably don't need to be throwing kicks yet. So take it slow. Make sure that you can throw the kick, hold it in the air, and put it down where you want it to. You're not necessarily falling forward every time you kick. You're not necessarily falling backwards. So now I'm showing a little trickery. I'm throwing a teep, and keeping my balance and not putting my leg back down, I switch it over to a roundhouse immediately. Again, switch kick into a check. I'm keeping the leg up in case I need to defend instantly, because in the pace of a fight, you're gonna be throwing, they're gonna be throwing. You don't want to get caught. Now here, I'm showing how I'm kicking up the side of the bag and then turning over. So I'm getting that, I'm kicking through my target, not kicking up. Like you want your round kicks to go lateral, not vertical. Horizontal, not vertical. So I'm doing my teep. I'm able to check into a switch kick. I can do, see how through the teep, faked it, kept my balance, and turned it into a low kick. So by keeping your balance, you can make a kick look like it's coming from one angle and then switch the angle mid-kick. That's how you keep them guessing. So boom, roundhouse, boom, roundhouse, check. Never bring it down, teep. So now it looks like I'm throwing teeps. Get them used to the motion. Always gonna throw a teep, and then a roundhouse. So they don't know where it's coming from. All the kicks are looking the same because I'm keeping my balance. See, even with the spinning stuff, even if I miss the kick, I come around and I'm already ready to block with the teep. With the check. So now in marching rhythm, equal distribution of weight. I can kick from either side. So a teep into a low kick. Now here, I'm not leaning my torso all the way over. You can look at my leg muscles engaging. I'm doing more of a squat, keeping my eyes on my target. Because if you bend all the way down, you're coming off balance, and then you're gonna set yourself up for getting kneed in the head, kicked in the head. So basically, by slight movement, just get enough out the way, I can stay in striking range and return with my counters. But my movement's coming from my hips, not my stomach. My stomach and back aren't necessarily doing the work. I'm engaging my legs to stay balanced. So if I lean all the way back, I'm liable to get knocked over. Lean all the way forward, I'm liable to get pulled down into a knee. So you have to think of your weight distribution at all times. You should be able to feel it. It's not big movements, it's slight. Like that bag is actually going like, sometimes it even brushes against my hair, but that's not even a direct hit. You just need to barely get out the way. If I go to the left, I'm loaded up for my right fist to fire. If I move to the right, I'm loaded up for my left fist to fire. So depending on which direction I go, I can do hook, cross, hook, or cross, hook, cross. See, I'm always ready to fire back because I'm keeping my balance, making sure that my weight distribution is on the leg that I want to fire with. Now, here I'm showing the same thing I was showing earlier with the kicks, with the knees. I can throw my knee and then keep my balance and basically do like a wall of China move and block them by raising my leg up and using my back leg like a kickstand, turning the hip over, making sure that they can't fire back, disengaging, and because I kept my balance, I can fire back as soon as we disengage. See, now I'm bouncing, I'm mimicking that. They caught my kick, and by keeping my balance, it's hard for them to knock me over. Now, if they're trying to raise your leg, if they try to kick your standing leg, you have to tighten it up. So you have to kind of have a feeling for which one they're gonna do. If they raise it up taller, if you're not that tall and they try to raise your leg, you're gonna lose balance. So that's why you would hop in that situation. See how I'm putting my hips close to the bag in the clinch situation. Again, good center of balance, keeping it close to them. Don't want to lean too far back, don't want to be bent over, and that also prevents them from throwing knees because you're so close. A lot of people like to bend all the way over and try to come too far back. See how I can fire back as soon as we disengage because, again, I'm always paying attention to where my center of gravity is. See how even then I was kind of leaning too far back, but it's all a range thing. You see, I fired a T when I was that far back instead of a knee. See how I'm balanced? You don't want to lean all the way back like this. I'll show you later on that I start leaning forward for attacks, because if you teep and you lean too far back, you're possibly going to push yourself back. See, I want a thrust in motion, hips. So basically, you want to try to get your chest to go forward and your hips to go forward, even though the midsection of your stomach might be leaning back. Because when you start teeping and the bag spinning around, that means you're not controlled, you're not balanced, you're not hitting with the ball of your foot. Going forward, back, and I'm actually pushing. See, now that was a bad one, it's spinning. That's why you drill. See, now that I teep, I can fire. Boom. Teep, keep my balance. Teep. The lead one is pushing back, rear one's usually for power. I can fake it, make everything look the same by keeping a good center of gravity at all times. You can really trick your opponent. They don't know where you're coming from because everything looks the same because you're always balanced. That's the importance for countering, for defense. See how I just checked, teeth, and low kicked, and they wouldn't be able to tell which one I was about to do. And I can fake the teeth, come change angles. It's the small details in every movement. Again, you don't want to come too wide with your round kicks. You want to come up, kind of like you're doing a teeth, then turn over. So every kick looks like it's coming from the same angle. You go out first, you're gonna lose your power with your round kicks before you hit your opponent. So just imagine you're going up the side of the bag and then turning over and going horizontal. So you're getting teeth, so switch low kick. So that would have been a regular low kick. And then you see how I, boom. Same leg. When you keep your balance, you can fire from the same side. You don't have to always switch sides. You can change up the rhythm, get them used to left, right, and hit them with left, or right. And then this is also good with staying in range. You don't always have to run away. Now here's just some bonus round. It's like a switch leaping side kick. Probably kind of karate style. I just was practicing throwing a side kick while closing distance. Now I'm trying it with different footwork. All this stuff comes drilling. Now, I do want to test this in sparring, but I know that karate style movements are good for closing distance. You see how I did it? That's when you will most likely land movements like that. If you just set up into that side stance, somebody's probably gonna know you're kicking, but if you're in mid motion, you just evade an attack and you can fire it off instantly, you have a better chance of landing it. So footwork is important. And see out there, I didn't look at my target first. So now, actually look at